The South African Municipal Workers Union believes that the Municipal Systems Amendment Act of 2022 is fundamentally flawed. This matter is playing out at the Constitutional Court after a battle at the Labour Court. Now, the Labour Court ruled in favour of SAMWU and said that there is no evidence that junior employees who hold political office in some municipalities may wield undue influence in the workplace. Now, SAMWU seeks to firm up this position and a few others in the Apex Court. Nelson Mokgotho is the union's president and joins us live now. Thank you so much, sir, for your time, and good afternoon to you. You argue, for example, that the amendments are not reasonable and justifiable in an open and democratic society based on human dignity, equality, as well as freedom. Why do you feel so strongly about this issue?
And thank you very much, and greetings to your viewers. We want to take this opportunity to thank you for inviting us today, and we want to share that as a trade union, SAMWU, we think what the Mokgotho and SALGA are challenging, there is nothing that they are going to challenge. We think workers in the country should be treated the same as per the provisions of the Constitution. What we were awarded with in 2023, we think the Constitutional Court will still give us the same outcome, because there is clear indication that the SALGA and Mokgotho are just playing with the public money. There is nothing that they were doing in court. We were there today, and we are hopeful that we have put a very good case about what we think is democratic rights or constitutional rights of all citizens of the country. As workers, municipal workers, we also have that right that we think the court will protect us. I'm
going to get to some of the arguments that are being made by SALGA and the minister in just a moment, but what happens if the court doesn't rule in your favour?
No, if the court does not rule in our favour, we'll accept. We'll accept. We are abided by the law in the citizens of the country. We can't even go and say anything, but we will indicate to those who have powers to say it is not fair. It will not be fair to the residents of this country who happen to be municipal workers, because it's only municipal workers who are being treated like this. I think there was a question posed to the lawyers of the Mokgotho to say, well, why only municipal workers, not at the public sector in the departments? They said those people are not providing services. That's the first time we heard that the only municipal workers are the ones that are providing services. So if the court does not rule in our favor, we will just accept the outcome and continue with doing our best that we can do at the local government.
And I'm keen to hear your thoughts then on this one, because of course the Labour Court is calling this a simple assumption, the issue of the depoliticization of local government, and it's been the big talking point as well. Some, when you listen to some of the arguments that are being put forward by Mokgotho, as well as, some of those who are arguing against you with SALGA as well, they're saying that these officials, for example, may want residents to belong to certain parties or give, services to certain places, and thus leading to, issues around a lack of service delivery. And I'm sure you've even heard this argument being made by civil society as well. So how do you begin as a union to strike a balance here, to make sure that even if, let's say, the court finds in your favor, but you ensure that the politicization of some of these positions does not hamper service delivery?
In our view, in a practical way, we haven't seen where participation of municipal employees in any political activity has hampered the service delivery in whatever way. Issues related to service delivery, the characteristics of either corruption, maladministration, or any other activity that does not relate to what the argument was posed in court. We understand what the civil societies are saying, but we can assure you we did not get any single example where it was indicated or clarified that the this political influence by workers in the municipalities have made it impossible for services to be rendered in a particular location or in any municipality. It has never been shown. We don't have any evidence in relation to that. As such, we are saying that argument, we are optimistic that the argument they were putting up front in court will be dismissed because they did not put any case. They could not provide what could be the example on where and when did any municipality suffer because they were officials interfering politically. Only councillors are said to be politicians in the local government. But you must understand that local government is a political contested terrain. Members as workers, as community members, they will come there with a different political background, but they don't have any influence in terms of ensuring that there are no services.
Mr. Mokgotho,
we are not agreeing.
What happens then, for example, let's say the court rules in your favor and then you are able to get your way. So because the amendments are there and when one goes through the act, it's there in section 7B, for example, and you also, as you're arguing that it's in direct contrast with the constitution. So what are you seeking? Are you then now going to start a process of amending again these particular laws? Should you then be, successful in court, or what happens now?
If we are successful in court, remember already the Labour Court has indicated what must be done. The Constitutional Court also will then indicate that those sections that are unconstitutional need to be replaced by the correct versions, which will then cater everybody in the local government sector. Our responsibility will only be to do what is necessary for us as employees of the municipalities and provide the necessary work and provide what is required by any citizen of this country, any worker that is given the responsibility by the municipality. We are not the ones that need to change the law. The Constitutional Court will then amend and indicate that if these clauses are unconstitutional, they will provide the ones that are constitutional so that these other ones are not. Remember, these clauses are not coming for the first time. Some years back, the same clauses came, and we went to court. They lost. We went to Labour Court. They lost. They are now appealing there in the Constitutional Court, and we understand that they are going to lose. Hence, we are saying they are just using the public purse unnecessarily. They were supposed to be using it on matters that communities need services. Not going to court to just say municipal workers must not be involved in the political parties.
All right, let me thank you for your time. Let's see then how the courts rule on this one, and keen to hear your reaction as soon as that particular ruling is out. That was Nelson Mokgotho, SAMWU president.